There was a king in a country who was very just, but he thought he was dying because he was very old. One day, this king called his sons to him and said that he wanted to hand over his throne and that he wanted to choose the most worthy son for the throne. The eldest of the princes said, "I am your eldest son, and I deserve the throne." The middle prince said, "I am neither the eldest nor the youngest. Therefore, neither he nor I deserve to sit on the throne the most." The youngest son said, "I am the wisest of them all. Ruling a country is a matter of wisdom, my father. Give me the throne." The king sent his sons away and began to brood. He wanted to be very fair about the heir to the throne, and he wanted his country to be full of happy and peaceful people after him. As sad as it was, he knew his sons well and began to evaluate them in his mind. Yes, the first son was the apple of her eye, but he was fat, lazy, and stupid. He immediately eliminated the first son in his mind. The middle son loved sports. His body was fit and his mind was working, but his life was spent hunting. He hunted the animals he had his eye on, without discriminating between old and young and old, and he constantly had parties with the princes of other countries and ate the meat he hunted with them. Since his mind was on hunting and entertainment, he had no idea how to govern the country. The younger son, although very intelligent and educated, was not a strong man. He wondered if he would be able to take charge of the government, but no reason was good enough for the king to put them on the throne. Finally, he made a decision and called his sons to him. "I will send you to 3 islands in the sea. There will be no food or water on these islands. Every 15 days, my men will bring you a cup of water, and you will find your own food on those islands. Whichever of you arrives here the latest will be king. Who can resist the order of the father?" Finally, a ship was prepared, and the 3 princes set sail with 3 cups of water. After 15 days, the ship sailed again with 3 cups of water to bring water to the princes. The eldest prince, who stayed on the first island, begged the captain as soon as he saw him. "I don't want to be king. Take me away from this island," he said. The captain took the eldest prince, fed him, and returned with the water for the other princes. The king looked at his eldest son. Seeing that he had lost a lot of weight, he asked, "Tell me what you have been doing." "When I went to the island, I looked around and there was nothing to eat," said the eldest son. "Well, there were monkeys you could have hunted." "Oh, Daddy, the trees were too high and the monkeys were too fast. I ran after some of them, but I couldn't catch them. And if I did catch them, how would I cook them?" "I can't do such things," he said, saying that he no longer wanted to be king, and when his father let him go, he went straight to the palace kitchen. When the captain brought the eldest prince back, he went before the king and told him that his younger son was alive but had never used the water that had been brought. The king asked, "Are you sure there is no water on that island?" He said, "Look, if there is water on that island, it will not be fair to the other princes, and I will throw you in the dungeon." The captain set sail that night and had his men search the island thoroughly. The next day they came to the king and said, "King, we have examined the island again. No streams, no springs, no springs. There is no water source on the island." After a long time, this time the middle son begged the captain that he had had enough of the kingdom. The captain took the middle son and returned with a sip of water for the little boy. But all the bottles of water left for the little boy were lying unopened on the beach. The king asked his middle son, "Tell me, what have you done?" he said. "As soon as I got to the island, I lit a huge fire. Then I made myself a spear from a hard tree and started hunting monkeys. But after a while, there were no monkeys left on the island. I fell and broke my arm while climbing up a tree to hunt the last few monkeys who could not come down from the top of the trees out of fear." The king asked, "Have you always fed on monkeys? Why didn't you hunt fish?" "Oh, my father, you know how much I love speed. Chasing monkeys was fun, but fishing is a matter of patience. I tried it one day, but I never felt like fishing again. Sitting on the beach for hours waiting for a fish to bite is not my thing, so I'll give up the kingdom." Hearing this, the king ordered the captain to bring him back, saying that my little boy need not suffer any more deprivation. At last the little boy came to meet his father, but what a boy he was! He had grown strong during his time on the island, and he looked very handsome with his tanned skin and strong body, not to mention he was cheerful and happy. His father asked him, "What have you been up to? Tell me, Daddy, you know I was a very skinny boy when I left here. As soon as I got to the island, I immediately climbed to the high places on the island so that wild animals could not reach me. There were very tall trees on the island, coconuts on top of them, and monkeys that would pick them and eat them. First I tried to hunt monkeys, but I hate hunting and I hate hurting living creatures. So I was thinking about how I could eat, when suddenly the monkey, who wanted to pick a coconut from the tree and eat it, dropped it. I went and picked up the coconut and broke it, took a piece out of it and left the rest there. The monkey came and picked up the broken coconut and ate it in the tree. Then another and another and another, and all the monkeys started bringing their nuts down for me to crack. In this way, I was fed, and they were spared the laborious task of cracking walnuts from the tree. The nuts were juicy and tasty, so I didn't need much water. The king got up and embraced his son and told him that you deserve this throne. Not only will my people be very happy with you, but your intelligence will make you a good king for my people, adding to their wealth.